Good morning, everybody. Well, morning my time. 8:25 my time, so I guess it'd still be morning for everybody, but Gisela, Katie, those are the only ones I know from the foreign countries for sure. But it's like I got the top together yesterday, and I decided I would put the border on today. I'm going to start out with a 2-inch border and then add a 3-inch border. Hello, June Hansen. And how are you today? Did you sleep okay last night, June? Did you stay asleep? That'd be the one thing. Hi, Denise. Oh, you're just back from school drop off? Yeah. I'm killing time to 9:30 so I can go down to the pharmacy and the bank. Good morning, Gladys. This thing, I gotta put the mouse up there. Hi, Cheryl. I'm trying to finish another top. Tops are better than nothing. And besides, I can always do the quilting at another date. Like this summer, I could go rent this time at my local quilt shop and do some of my own. Oops, change my stitch down to 2. Gotta sew some of the border pieces together. I guess I am going to do borders on. I didn't know who all I would catch this morning. June's still working on your embroidery, or a few more scrunchies. Got to watch on that one. I'm Mary Webb. Just thought I'd do a live while I was in here doing this until I have to go. I'm going down to the bank today and go pick up my eye drops that have been there since Monday. Doesn't matter when I pick them up, just figured before Christmas holiday. Because I'm sure they'll have different store hours. And everybody else up sewing early, doing errands, getting off work. Or going to work. Hi, Donna. You're beginning a patriotic quilt for a donation to my health service cancer auction in February. That's a good thing. You want it done by the end of December so you know it's done. There's that one. These are the two I'm using now. I'm going to leave these two together. It's like, thank you on the Donna. I had an error in it. I fixed it last night before I went to sleep. And you're going to go get some milk. See, I don't normally buy milk, so I do have a potato soup in my cupboard that I need to, or potato soup. But that'll mean any milk product will go up, though, won't it? Usually when they do something like that, it means all milk products go up. Yeah, June. As I left this room, I took it with me. Because I knew that I needed it fixed. Yeah, it's like, Mary, I had to make a choice. This layer cake had too many light colors to do the other way. And it's like, and if I wanted to take the time, the added time, I could, like, you've seen so many people applique like flowers in a vine. I could follow that contour of that circle-y type thing you see in the camera. I could take time to applique, but it's like my next quilt, not my next quilt, the one after I get done with the Sandra Block one, that's what Darlene calls it. The Appalachian Trail is my next. And I was trying to remember where I put that pattern. I have a whole list of there's a whole pile of ones I want to do. And I should have found it last night. Okay, that's not a group of patterns. But it's like, I have this Gentle Garden that's a free pattern. There's this one that's Orchestra that's a free pattern. That's just two that's here in my drawer. And it's like, it's in a plastic folder. But do you think I can find it? But you can Google Appalachian Trail and you won't come up with this particular pattern. It's from a 2004. Hi, Terry. Okay. Crossing my fingers for you, Terry. Okay, this is the ones I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the top. This is 8 rows. I have a dog ear right off the bat. That shouldn't bother me, but it does. So now I'm going to do a test fitting. This should be 80 something and it's 70 long. So I should have no problem. Except for to get it out from under my foot. It pulls up better if you don't have it under your foot, right? But I'm doing a 2-inch of the background border to stop your eye. And then I'm going to put a purple, surprise, a purple border. Terry, how was the Winterfest thing? Did you shed tears like all grandmas should? At Alani's, I didn't shed tears. I was trying not to giggle too loud. It's like, it was so cute. Because, of course, you're going to have those hyperactive 4-year-olds. But it's like, when I get this one done, I would like to get the border on another one. Start the borders on the Hunter Stars. Dig through my white, see what I have for Scrappy. Because the whole background on the Pastel Hunter Star is Scrappy. Oh, another dog ear. Oops. Gonna have to rip out a few stitches for a second. Forgot to look ahead. That's what happens when you don't look ahead. Need to tear out from about here. But it's like, I keep putting off going to the pharmacy and the bank. It's like, can't put it off too many more days. Because Christmas is the middle of next week. And I got to get my Santa dollars all together. And then knowing I have Delaney next Monday, Tuesday, that takes up next week. I could do it on the lunch break, but and it's not snowing or raining, so it's another good reason. I haven't looked outside, but I think it's been too warm to snow. Yep, no snow. Lots of sunshine. Turn that back down some. So has everybody started their sewing day or just finishing breakfast or lunch? What I need to do is make some of these. I need to crochet some headbands like what I have on. I really like it. That's what I need to learn how to do. I need to find a pattern. This one here is that little circles all through it. Look ahead before you sew, Sandra K. was trying to think of everything I need to get while I'm out, which isn't much. Pharmacy and pretty good condition dollar bills for the Santa dollars. They don't have to be. I used to get them mint uncirculated sequence, but haven't been able to do that for the last 4 years. This is crocheted with the crocheting. Okay, I only have Delaney next Monday because Cameron has Tuesday off. See, anything else? No, just they received my ungodly payment. They used to send me, they received my online payment at 2 in the morning. I go, even 2 in the morning, even if it was East Coast, is 5 a.m. They shouldn't be up sending that stuff out. There is such a thing as courtesy hours. I probably won't get to have all the border on before I leave, but it's like anything on is better than nothing. Look ahead. Always look ahead. Make sure I'm on here straight. The feed dogs have a tendency to pull your fabric. So you always got to look ahead and then only do a certain amount of space at a time. That way you don't get that 1/8 inch seam especially on the border here. My friend, when she sends her quilt in for something, it's like I look at her binding and it's like it's 1/4 inch on top, but it's an 1/8 inch on the bottom, so that doesn't really work. So I have tore it out and re-sewed it plenty of time. But it's always look ahead. And only do 3-4 inches at a time. I can go back and trim these dog ears I missed. They're okay. Hi everyone, not watching chat but listening. Sandra, I posted a frame video. Yes, I didn't comment on it because I was tearing apart a row on this that I put together wrong. I watched it twice. Now to lift the machines to switch them. I want to use the 201 for other things. Well, you got to make up your mind, Terry. I don't want you to keep hurting your back. Those heavy machines. And you got that one all adjusted for height and everything. Yeah, I watched it. It was 21 minutes, I think it was, after you posted it. It said for me the first time. Second time was probably 2 hours after. Yes, I did get a notification. I think. No, I didn't get a notification. YouTube, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I got a notification I had a new subscriber. Oh, just about done with side one. Doesn't matter east, north, south, east, or west, but it is one of the long sides. I always borders long side first, and I back tack them no matter what. The 66 I have is from 1919. Same size. She is sitting in the corner, so I may as well devote her to this. Good morning, Susan. Taking a short break from packing, finished packing stuff like my blender. Not so much left in the kitchen. Packed more glassware. It's like my glassware, I have 8, and my what I call cheap Tupperware imposters. Those are keep disappearing. They are wearing out. Actually, putting holes in them. We did something with forget what. Oh, it was my potato soup, and it kept having potato soup on the countertop. I go, why? It had a hole in the bottom. So last night, no, French toast night. Austin was. They did the eggs for the thing and made the. And he goes, Grandma. He says another one bit the dust. It's like, okay. Water was just streaming right out the side. I'm going to have to go back to using my Tupperware. I just have to find junker stuff for him. And I thought I had a box of the stuff here somewhere. Walmart used to always have in their Christmas stuff a box of the cheap, a set of the plastic stuff. So I don't know where I put it. I gotta find it. So I want to spend some time. There's this one corner that I say, ick, when my break is over into the bedroom to pack it up. Okay. Any portion of the stuff as you're packing, are you managing to give away, downsizing? Every time I go through my stuff, I get rid of something else. So I'll see what I can get rid of out of over there. And I need to put the litter bag where it's supposed to be. Now that I have the great grandkids that go in the back seat of the pickup, I need to put my litter bag back in there. And I need to put my pillow pad for iPads back in the bedroom instead of over there. I used them for holding the iPad sitting here. It worked great for holding it at the angle. It was the right angle, so it's like, use it. But I've been using a pillow to prop them up. I've given lots away, books, clothes, crafting things I wouldn't ever use, and the older quilt magazines to the library free giveaway bookcase. Okay. Do libraries have such a thing? Okay. I've never seen it at ours. But I haven't been in there since the new people took over. Means this isn't the normal lifetime. She wants, now it's the other granddaughter doing anything between 11 and 12. Asked me if I wanted to show my mood in a shrug. It's like, where's mom? She wants me to run out and watch Delaney. Hey, these two seams nested perfectly. On the border to the block. The other one was off a little bit. Doesn't mean anything. Could be the way I started the fabric extra. But it's like, I try to, when I go through my stuff, I have what's called a yard sale box. And if it's something I don't want, I put in there for a yard sale. It'd been several years since I had a yard sale. Ours does. And as I was leaving, I saw a lady grab some. Okay. I know Patty G gets several quilting books. She checks out from the library. I've never even looked there. They actually got Summer Moon at the library. Thank yous are always nice. It's nice to know that somebody appreciates something. Thank yous are always a very nice thing. Whether it be a card or just the word, thank you. I haven't did my Christmas cards yet. Because I don't have any, so I have to make them. Donna, you're back. Had to let the dog out. Okay. Like, I'm going to press only a couple ends so I can get the next one on. Gotta find the ends first. It's better to have them pressed so I can trim it anyway. And normally I turn on YouTube and put on a movie or see what's interesting. Sending a photo? Okay. I went and watched Missouri Stars day number 20 box opening. Niece's birthday's today. Just can't get motivated to send cards. I'm kind of yeah. So am I. My only I've got my Christmas decorations that are up are 2 Christmas quilts, 2 Christmas stockings, and the thing on the door. Normally I'm fully lit, but nope. Ew, she's pretty on there. I like her dog that's in the background. It's behind a barred window. Yes. I'm all over the place. Real squirrel today. But here is Terry's sewing machine that she has on. It's like, got to get my window shades out of there. Make it darker there. That's her vintage. Is that what they call the red eye? It's got red decals in it. Yes. Okay, I was right. Red eye decals. I didn't even read the chat. She's very pretty on there. Yeah, I've been hit with insurance overages. They were supposed to take that smartwatch off of my Verizon bill. They didn't give me the credit this time, so there's a $288 crunch. There's a $750 crunch on my homeowner's insurance. It's like, what's next? So the quilt I made and sold paid for the stupid watch. And it's like, and part of my insurance. It's like one more hit. Oh, I got the storm door hit. The storm door, the locking mechanism's $100. So it's like, I haven't got it yet. I just can't take any more hits either. How many hits can you get? Yeah, I was going to buy myself a new iPad, but it's on hold. And then that gal, I'm sure she mischarged me. That quilt I sold when I sent it out, I had her, I picked the $25 rate. She put me at the $50 rate. But it was, I didn't watch the screens. That's a good excuse, Susan, to send out Christmas cards. I thought I had a box still. And I went to the drawer where the Christmas card making stuff is, and I couldn't find a box of cards. So I have like 5 cards made. I've received. Well, I don't have to send one back to Emily because she gets the Santa dollars. My niece, I'm making her a wall hanging. I always give her Harley Davidson or motorcycles with Santa Claus on the Christmas card. I find a picture and print it. And I decided I was going to make her. I found a panel at Marshall Dry Goods of Santa on a bike. I'd make her a wall hanging, and then she would have the memory every year. Okay, Susan. But I have every other year I take and do recycle. I take the old Christmas cards that I cut the pictures out, put them back on cardstock, find a Christmas card saying, and I handwrite it in every single card. And just go to buy the envelopes at Walmart sells them. So you just make sure everything fits the envelope. The pharmacy down here one year said, just ask us when they take outdated greeting cards off the shelf. They put the envelopes they used to put the envelopes in a stack and just give them to people if they wanted them. Hi, Diane. I've been missing, trying to get your mojo back. Okay. Well, we all need a little boost every now and then. I need a boost. I really do. Well, my slow downer is my great granddaughter. That she won't be here on Tuesday now because her daddy doesn't work. But I'm glad you came in, Diane. Hopefully you can get your mojo back. It's like the quilt. Oh, it's like can't trim the corner twice, right? Make sure I'm turning it the correct way. All of them are trimmed, so I just now grab the next one. If nothing else, just come in, listen. There might be something someday. It triggers your mojo to come back. Now I grab, not that one. Make sure this is long enough. It's almost 2 strips, so it should be more than long enough. Take the shortest side. Okay. You just been watching the replays? It doesn't matter how and when you watch. Maybe something will trigger. This here, I was coming in to kill time. Because if I don't force myself to get up, then okay. It is more than enough. It's like granddaughter wants me to go out at 11 o'clock to watch the granddaughter I normally watch, great granddaughter, so she can run snacks and treats into Alani's class that gets out shortly after. Yeah. Insurance denied your claim. Yeah. That's what I agree, Donna. It's what else could go wrong, right? These are supposed to be our golden read. I'm watching you on an older one where you mentioned pressed flowers. I was wanting to do that. Yeah, they're on the schedule for January. They'll be what I call the break in between a quilt. There's several of us. I know better than to ask that. I can relate. My phone died. I had roof deck damage. My insurance has denied everything except for when the power line went down on the tree. Tree took the power line down, but they didn't pay very well. Yeah, they're rusty and greedy. But who would have thought that, like, my storm door lock knob mechanism's $110, I think it was, before tax. It's the kind of, but after we broke through the door, my son literally did the cop thing with his shoulder. And it's like it rang. I had another message, but it's like, oh, it's telling me plug in my phone. I better do that before I go run errands. They do tell you different things. Good thing I looked at that message. Yeah. Well, when I went and got the new phone, I asked them twice. Now, is this going to make me have extended contract with you. Because I says, I'm getting to the point I can't afford anything anymore. No, it's a gift. They're free because you're a Verizon customer. And then I got the bill and they charge me for the stuff and then they take it off because they pay it. But on my cell phone, they take everything but 50 cents off. So every month I pay 50 cents for my phone. And it's like, when I got the bill for the watch, it says, well, you can have it back. Because I says, you can go to Amazon and for $30, you can buy a watch that will tell you the time. And it might count the steps better than this one does. And the battery might last longer. I charged it up 2 days ago. Did not put it back on my wrist. Went to put it on today. It's dead. So that phone, I must have got the lemon. And I know June has the Amazon watch that's under $30. And hers stays charged for days. I couldn't find any place to write a review. They'd probably take it off anyway. And then they said that they would credit me the watch for misrepresentation. Because I says, I'm going to stay on for the 27 months to pay for the phone because I don't want to pay for the phone. Might as well pay for the phone and change companies. But I want to see if that Consumer Cellular actually does or doesn't come in. At this point, I don't know. When I had an Apple Watch, it didn't stay charged for 24 hours. Yeah, mine's not the Apple Watch. Mine's Samsung Galaxy 6 or whatever it's called. It doesn't stay charged. And they told me it would stay charged for probably 2 days when I even got it. So nothing they told me was correct. Just kept charging me. Then when I went to leave the place, it's like it was $328 between sales tax, screen, charger unit, and $39 for her time for doing the phone and $39 for her time for doing the watch. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. I threw the watch in the garbage long ago. Don't wear a watch anymore. Yeah, I rely on my phone. I connected my watch through Bluetooth. But yeah, they was charging me not only the $7 a month for the watch and then taking it off. They was also charging me $22 in tax a month to have the phone number for the watch. It's like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, they're out there to make money, yes, but not on me. June stayed charged for 7 days. And then there's also the activation fee that comes on your bill because they had to change devices in the computer, I guess. These were all fees I had no idea existed. But and see, they didn't even tell you that you had to pay the sales tax on the phone and the watch also. So I had to pay sales tax on an $800 phone and a $300 watch. Yeah, I have that receipt to show me. It's like, and then she said my bill would only be $120 and it's been $149. It's like nothing she said was right. I felt like I was buying a new car. Hi, Marilyn. And how are you? Okay, I'm going to get off that subject. I have to call them after Christmas. If my next bill don't come in with a credit, they're getting another phone call, and I won't be the lady this time. Yeah, everything is about money. You taking a lunch break, Terry? I haven't taken breakfast break yet. I just want to get these borders on. It's like I'll have the first border on. Go down, get that stuff done. Alicia's probably waiting for a reply. If I'll go out and watch Delaney. It's like, I don't know where her mom is today. But it's like, maybe she went shopping. My brother goes through Verizon and he hates all the hidden fees and rate hikes. He threatens to leave, but they put rate back down. Yeah, I've been with Verizon for 12 years. I even went as far to tell that guy, you probably haven't been employed by him for 12 years either. He wouldn't comment. He would not comment. But I think I have to go to Target to get on Consumer Cellular. I forget who has it. And that's an hour away. A lot of things you can't get on. All these little dang strings. Doesn't matter what quality of fabric you buy anymore. A razzle dazzle frizz. The city just poured cement outside and we're supposed to get snow. Oh, they can do anything. They're just filling that hole. If they have to replace it and dig it up again next year or the year. Did they put the warming blanket on top of it, Terry? Or is it down in the ground? They do have what they call warming blankets that sit on top of concrete. Yeah, my husband and son worked concrete for several years. If it's down below the frost line, they can pour it. And then if they have the warming blanket, and it's just a very thick insulated blanket. The size of a swimming pool. Yeah, and then they have what they call quick set. It accelerates the setup time. I forget what it's called. But yeah, my driveway was done in May. And it started that same year. It started flaking off the top. And it's like, he goes, when we complained about it, he sent somebody over to seal it. But that sealant has now came off. We had no grandkids when we had that done. They put the soil down where they dug up the green curb and report the sidewalks. No blanket. They're still sitting out there. So they probably put that quick set or whatever accelerator in it. They probably put the accelerator. Ruler, you're not supposed to fall off up there. Pressing this real fast, trim up the corners. It's like, sorry, I'm in the dark a little. If I open up the shades, I look like I'm in jail because I have the mini blinds. Let's see. Open it that much. See if that works. When there's sun on this side of the house, I look like I'm in jail. Yeah, but they'll be back because they're gonna probably end up having to replace it again. Sometimes the snow's a helper because it puts that extra moisture. Because sometimes you have to keep the concrete moist, just a little bit. But hopefully nobody puts rock salt out or the ice out. Can't do that for a couple years because it needs to cure. Okay, you had a pretty snow. Any snow is pretty. As long as it stays off, as if it would stay off the roads. Make traveling safe. I'm going to go ahead and trim these before I turn it and lose track of where I'm at. They're replacing the sewers. Can't tell you how many times they dug up the same place. Yeah, it gets a little bit much. It does. Means I know it's that one. See, what did I say? 57, 58, 59, 60. This will make it 60 wide. and then add the next 3 inches. So this is going to be like 65 wide. They can wait a minute. Probably just Alicia. She probably didn't ask her mom what she's doing today. First time I've heard from Alicia since she was Delaney and Alani was here last week. And see, my sewer line's in the backyard. They run down our alleys here, except for on the street that doesn't have an alley. And you can tell that street because there's always a strip down it, even though it's below the frost line. Brisville, rain possible for the next few hours. 46 degrees is our high today. Let's see. 7 items came popping up there, mainly Snapchat. I was always wondering what that piece was. No one touched you. I hate pop-ups. Yeah. See, that's there. Squaring up my border piece. Go across. I'll hang it up for now. Where is nothing hanging? Nope, because I took it off this morning to work on this part. I'm going to hang it back up, Terry, because it's close enough to 9:30. I'll just hang it back up for now so you guys can see it for the ones that didn't get to. And then I'll put the other border on it when I come back. I don't know if there's anybody on later or not. But it's like, okay, there. Last night, I noticed I had a block wrong. This one was over here. So I tore it apart. It's like you can't see it through the phone machine. I unplugged this. One cord won't fit to the ground. There. Now you can see more of it. But I had this piece in the wrong corner. So I switched those two out last night. Because see, these two corners are filled. And then the other ones I had left. Everything is symmetrical, balanced. What do we want to call it? But like I said, if I was one of those people, I could applique flowers and some vines just to emphasize the center more. Because you can see this curve piece here, a curve, and then a curve. It has secondary things to look at. Oh, good morning, Laura. And then I'll sit a piece of the other border. It's like, find the ends. I'll pin this up there. And it's like, there. I'm going to put the purple border on the side. You love it. Thank you, Laura. Pieces on the floor. I have so much of this material. I figure I have enough. Plus I have two 2-yard chunks. It would take you a while, wouldn't it? But I am glad I went and switched the position of those two. That one and the thumb, and one that's right there, to get that dark out there. But I like how you can see. It's hard to do it from over here. The curve. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah, that's just going to be how it goes. That's how it will be. But I said I'm not putting this up until I have these borders on it. Because I have a tendency to get the top part done and then don't go back and do the borders. No, Diane. The hardest part was the pressing instructions don't work. If you're finicky on all your seams nesting the right way, press them open. Yeah, Terry's making one. No, I put when I switched those 2 blocks around, I was done just before midnight. So I slept from about 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That's like 4 hours is about my normal. And then I just lay there and watch TV. Watched them build houses for reptiles again today. Must be a show that's on Animal Planet every day. But they didn't show as many. They didn't emphasize the snakes today like they did yesterday. Even though they did make snake terrariums. I don't know why anybody would want 6 snakes. They took old whiskey barrel, wine barrels, whatever you want to call those barrels. They cut them in half and they made a stacking pyramid of them because the guy had 6 snakes. And each snake had to have a different warming climate temp. And I thought, what? Yes, Diane, I agree. It comes out of the washer in one piece, it's a victory. Mine, my first detail, more detailed, because I used to just do giant 4 patches. I did what they called made necessity quilts. As I needed them, I made them. So I would just make giant 4 patches, whatever. A quilt's a quilt. It keeps you warm. And then I made a log cabin quilt. And that log cabin quilt, then after, what was it, 20 years of washing? No, about 15 years of washing. One of the fabrics started fraying. And I kept fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. And I mean, I did. I kept fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. I'd put iron on stabilizer on it, and then I would hand stitch it back. And it's like, that was, my labor of love. I was not giving up on it. I was not giving up on it. But I finally took it apart because they said, believe it or not, at the time there's those Velux blankets came out. They said you can use those as batting. And it's like, we just happened to be going to Costco, so we bought one of those Velux blankets, put it in there. It worked for about 20 years. And then it all fell apart. All the Velux blankets are in a very fine net, and they're just shoved with a bunch of little tiny fibers. It came apart. And I took off all the binding, untied all the knots, because that's my quilt tying days. And it's like, emptied the stuff up camping into the fire pit. Of course, there's some very pretty blue nesting things up there, or like lavender, I should say. I got the hiccups now. And it's like, I have it here to redo. Well, I would applicate things in the center, but I have more things in life to do than get that fussy. I have my bucket list of things to do. And that's why I'm not going to do it. It's like, I have a whole bunch of applique to do on my Appalachian Trail. If I can find the pattern, I will show you. When I find the pattern, I'll sit it out here for show and tell on one of these times. Yes, that is a long time, 20 years. And it was used daily. It had grandkids pulling up on it to get up on the bed, because our bed was one of those high off the floor, because we put it on our old water bed drawer frame base. And then we had box spring and mattress up there. So it was quite the climb. I don't know how many pieces I need. So this should do the two sides. No problem. And these two should do the top, so I have more than enough border done. Yes, the water bed. I will be lurking since I'm at work, and it's been a bit crazy. I'm going to be leaving here in a little bit, Laura. But if I don't see any of you guys next week, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And see, what is it? Lurk all you want, Laura. Okay. Hubby used to say I was trying to boil him alive. It's like, I made what necessity quilts is what I did. When I put out my Christmas quilts yesterday, or day before, whatever day it was, one's tied and one's quilted. You love the purple border? Thank you. It's the right color purple. See, I still have this chunk of this leftover stuff. Plus the two 2-yard 108 pieces. Yes. Be safe, June, out there. Go get your stuff you need to get done. Oh, you're going downstairs. Did you go downstairs yet? But I'll come back and I'll put the purple border on. And it will be hanging on the wall. I will leave it hang up there so everybody can see it finished. But by June. And it's like, Laura, if you want to sew this weekend, we'll be there on Messenger. Just let me know. I'd love to spend some time. Oh, there's my wonky blocks information. But I was going to clean a little bit to see what's in that corner. And then put the border on this today. And I says if I had time, I would border the other ones. Because I have 200 stars sitting in the other room on a chair that need their borders. And I have, before I lose track of the material, I try to keep it all together. But that doesn't mean a thing. It's easy to walk away. Okay, here's the 100 star. And I have all these strips of leftover material from doing the sashing. It's like, or cutting the 10-inch squares. They measure from 2 3/4 up to 3 inches. So it's like, what do you do with them? And then I have all these pieces left. So I'm going to see which ones are 2.5 inches, or if I have more that's what size. So these all need separated down, but I have my yardage to put my border on. Like anything over 3 would be nice. I'd like to have all 3-inch strips. So it's just another thing to go through. Don't want to get too carried away with them, because it's like they're all neatly stacked. But I think I have more than enough to do the border I want to do, because I'm just going to do 3-inch end to end. And they're all these browns. And then this, I don't know if they call it mahogany, a purpley brown. But I'm just going to cut them off and start making strips and let the border begin. See, it's something I can do to kill some time here. If I go before lunch, then I don't have to worry about fighting for parking space, time, and go in and get what I need and be done. There, it went through the whole pile. That eliminated it, made it smaller. Now all these pieces will go over into the strip scrap bucket. There, they're in there. And then I'll have some more strips to add. But it's like, have to warm up my car. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to go down to the pharmacy and the bank, get that over. On this one's garbage. These are from those salesman samplers. It's like, I just threw the little strip here. This one will go in the strip bucket. Something was caught right there still. This one will go in the strip bucket. This one here I can move over and cut another 3-inch strip. This one goes into the dog bed bucket. So that's the next fun step I get to do. But these salesman samplers, like there's 3 levels. There was like 5 levels. And these are all that's in that 100 star. So like here, this one's dog bed. This one's strips. And dog bed. Yeah, it's like, I love these salesman samplers. I wish we could buy them at times. But I have enough of these salesman samplers still to make probably 3, 4, or 5 more quilts. But they're all different color lines. Fabric lines, I should say. This one has some wording, resource. And then it's like, so this goes in the strips. Move the ruler over, 1 more 3. I don't remember the length I have to cut them, but that's something that can be done later. But it's all in browns. Terry likes that 100 star because it is in all these different browns. This one here, I don't get as many strips because it's only got 2 layers. That means I must have used one color when I was doing my pet quilt. I did applique and needed browns. But they give these to a quilt guild to make donation quilts, and they had too much fabric. See, I got my rotation off there. But there's one fabric in here. It's in this pile. Come on, you didn't stay there. That goes in the strip. This, it looks like a purpley brown. It's beautiful. I would have bought yards of that for a backing. That goes in the strips. Means I picked this up and moved it. Trying to pick the right. But it's a very beautiful line of fabric. And there's some greens in some of them. I always go down twice because I don't know my ruler or blade's getting a little worn. And then this one is not quite off the board. Another dog bed one. But I think I have more than enough to make a border. Now I'm back to this was the very first set I did. But I will continue anyway. And this is actually 2 samplers here, I just noticed. But I have made several quilts from these salesman samplers. Dog bed, strips, dog bed, strips. That one isn't even close to being on the board. I heard that the mail will not be running and the post office closed on Christmas Eve this year. President made a federal holiday. Well, that's good to know. Dog bed and the pile. So gonna have a lot of fun doing this next bundle. This thing. But I'm taking it a break from starting something new. It's like I gotta finish some of the old stuff. And Merry Christmas to you, Cheryl. And if I don't see you someplace else, have a safe and happy holiday. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. It's like I would rather just stay and quilt all day. But I can't be the ball humbug. But I know I'm going to be playing Greedy Granny after Alani opens it. Or Alan. It's like, it's going to be a fun game. I bought a game. And it's just not for Alani. It's for their family. As soon as I get these pieces cut, I will call it a wrap. Don't move my finger off there until I make sure it's cut all the way through. Those little tough little pieces that likes to hang on. And then I got part of the next project done. But it's like, I might come back on later. I don't know. But I'm watching at 3 o'clock Central Time. Greenland, Katie, the Greenland quilter or whatever her name is. Her and Courtney, Pieces, Love, and Quilt is doing a live sew together. And then right after, Courtney's coming on and doing a YouTube. So I'll be busy from those times, which is 1 o'clock my time was when they start. This is a strip. And so that part of my day is planned. But I can be sewing with my friends on Messenger at the same time. Because we kind of listen to one person's. So I watch and sew. The last stack. Oh, Austin's up. He did really good yesterday putting on his big boy briefs. He got his tarp up on his trailer without Grandma having to go. Grandma just had to tell him what materials he could use out of her back shed. There's that one. Last strip. So I want to thank everybody for coming over and Laura, let me know if you want to sew whenever. We both have Messenger. And again, Merry Christmas to all. If I don't see you between now and then, have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family. And if nothing else, quilt on. Oops. Guess I'm not done. Why did I throw that over there? I got one more cut. So everybody can say their goodbyes now while I cut the almost mistake I left behind. I don't know why I said that. Hi, Cheryl, and Merry Christmas to you too. So it's like maybe Monday morning I'll come on early before Kathy and ever. No, I can't. Is that Laura? No, Laura Lynn's Tuesday. I don't like interfering on people. It's like, oh my, I don't talk to anybody until 9:30 and after. So my voice always sounds as gruff. Plus I'm cutting fabric. I just cut all those 3-inch strips from all that fabric I had. That should be enough to do the border on that quilt. Now I got to cut these strips. But we'll talk to everybody later. Got to find my mouse. See if I can find a Christmas tree emoji. It's like, where are the holiday emojis? Well, that's not. Must went the wrong way. I wish I could just reach up there and steal somebody else's emoji. I got a Christmas present. I guess that'll work. Oh, I have a snowflake and a snowman. There we go. See you guys all later. Bye.